Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Owen Duffy, and I am a senior marketing major with a minor in communications at the University of Connecticut. Today, I will be teaching you about what an if function is in Excel and some of the different ways it can be utilized in practice and in practicality. Simply put, an if function is one of the most crucial functions in Excel while also being one of the more simple ones. An if function is a logical test to see if an indicated value or set of values meets a condition. Should this condition be met, a value will be returned from the function, indicating this was true. Should the condition not be met, transversely, a value will be returned from the function, indicating this was false. If functions allow for individuals to automate tedious tasks, for example, within their workbooks, especially across large data sets, which we will not cover in this particular tutorial, but it's all the same key concepts that you could put into practice with larger data sets than the one we will be working with today. Before we can speak about what an if function can do in practice, it is important to know what an if function is made up of. Like all Excel functions, the if function begins with an equal sign in the cell you are looking to receive an output in. Following that equal sign is the word if with an one unclosed parentheses facing away from if. The first piece of information entered should be the logical test you are looking to apply the if function to. This can often be a single cell, a range of cells, or even an additional nested formula, as well as an additional if function. Though we will not be covering these more in-depth, complex concepts as we're trying to just understand the logic of the if function in this tutorial, as well as how to apply it very simply to then build on these concepts later on. Following the values you would like to test, a test must be put in. This test could be a breadth of things, like higher or lower, if a value contains a 7, for example, or the letter T or other different characters, and many more. To keep things simple, we will only be testing if the values in the left column are less than 5. For this, we will type the formula as equal sign, if, open parentheses, the selected cells, which will be the values 1 through 10 listed on the screen, are less than, so just one less than sign, and the number 5. Now that we have our testable value, we have to put a comma to separate our entries and indicate what value we would like the formula to return if the argument is true. Better put, if the value in the selected cell is actually less than 5. For this scenario, we will be using the word yes to keep the argument simple. It is incredibly important to remember to put quotation marks around any text outputs in the true or false section of this function or any Excel function, seeing as Excel can only output written text when accompanied by quotation marks. In other situations, to build, you may have multiple if functions that work with each other, working off of outputs and inputs. In this case, to keep your computer's processing times down, you may use a numerical value like 0 or 1 for yes or for no transversely, so the formulas have to read less characters. I can speak to this firsthand from my internship over the summer, where I crashed a few computers with some very complex if functions that work off of written statements, where if it is just a true or false function, 0 or 1 do suffice. Following the output, if the argument is true, we will place a comma to finish this section of the function and apply the same logic to the false output of this function. We will fill this section with a quotation mark surrounded no and finish the formula with a closed parentheses. All Excel formulas must have closed parentheses or else they will be deemed invalid. Now that we understand our formula's logic and layout, we can look to see how the formula actually works. After hitting enter on the cell that we place our formula in, we will see that the value returned is yes. You may be wondering, why are we going so in-depth on such a simple prompt, being if 1 is less than 5? The reason being that for the human brain, we are able to decipher this in a matter of seconds, seeing as we work with these numbers all the time and understand very rudimentary concepts. While the computer may run off of numbers on the back end, we need to teach the computers how to think logically, hence why we use logical arguments with logical sequence in our Excel functions like this if function. After applying this function to all of the cells in the results row by pulling down on the bottom right corner of the cell containing the formula, we should see that following the number 4, all of the values will have the output of no next to them. This indicates to us that the formula is working adequately and that we have formatted the formula properly. Good job, you have officially used the if function. After completing this video, you should be able to use an if function and know it inside and out. If you are interested in further resources, please see the description as well as the links on screen. I appreciate your time, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.